Here again with my final Shameless Season 6 episode review video as I've reached the Season 6 finale. Before I get into that though, pretty important, if you aren't caught up to the point where I am in rewatching or watching Shameless, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which of course I'll mention as well as put in the description. If that happens to be the case, you found out that you're not caught up, it would be my recommendation that you don't watch this video any further to avoid any potential spoilers. And for those of you that are wondering, I have seen Shameless all the way through at least one time, some episodes multiple times. Rewatching it because a lot of the show's really good. I know towards the end, though, it gets pretty bad, at least in my opinion. So for now, we're on the good stuff. With that in mind, this will be Shameless Season 6, Episode 12, the Season 6 finale. The title of this episode is called Familia Supra Gallegorious Omnia. And this will be my review, reaction, recap after just finishing watching the episode. So Frank was staying in the van that's outside the Gallagher house and was able to get back into the house due to the key that was hidden to enter from the downstairs area. And then Frank warms up, goes in Fiona and Sean's room while they're sleeping, takes Sean's Visa card and cash, pisses in Sean's boots, puts his toothbrush in by his penis and pubic hair area, and then puts his toothbrush in his ass and scratches his butt with Sean's toothbrush. See, every time I brush my teeth, I wash that shit off. Not that that happens ever for me, but just in case there's something that got on my toothbrush. So yeah, Lip wakes up in a holding cell. Time to go. Fiona and Sean check on Debbie when they wake up. Sean brushes his teeth with the what's on it and kind of looks at it but keeps brushing. Kevin V wake up after having a threesome with Svetlana the night before, and they apparently really got it on. Carl is going to watch the DePaul game with Luther Winslow, Dominique's dad, and is now ironing his shirt. Debbie isn't coming to Fiona's wedding. Sean finds out that someone pissed in his boots. He's not happy about it. Frank buys a bunch of gift cards on Sean's Visa. He starts with 4 $200 ones, and then he gets 2 more $200 ones. Lip talks to a public defender. She wants Lip to call his family to get help with the bail. Ian sees that somebody called, but he didn't have a chance to answer, and they of course didn't leave a message. So to him, it's not that important. Ian's been fired from his EMT position. Caleb says, just push past it. And then Ian says, was that your Nike slogan? Carl goes to pick up Dominique for a walk. Frank goes to see Bruno, an old friend, or the guy that he met on the subway in the last episode, but says he doesn't know him. Frank tells him that he picked the wrong guy to fuck with, and he doesn't seem to care, though. Fiona tells Debbie to think about coming to the wedding. Ian tries to get his job back in the janitorial place at the college. Fuck no. Ewings has bailed Lip out of jail. He tells Lip he needs help. Ewings tells Lip he's as good as expelled for what he did due to swinging at a campus cop. A doctor takes a look at Franny. She tells Debbie we need all the help we can get. She's more concerned, though, about Debbie's well-being. Frank goes to see Joe as he wants to buy a gun. Ian goes job hunting. Fiona and Sean go ring shopping. Luther tells Carl he can see that he's making improvements, but he doesn't like him. He has to fight the urge to pistol whip Carl to death. That's pretty funny. Ian goes back to the club to try and get his job back, but he doesn't. Lip goes to the alibi, has conversations with Kermit and Tommy. Lip tells Kev and B he's not going back to college due to being expelled. Tommy says Lip has to be one of the dumbest smart guys he knows. Dance lesson time for Sean. Ian returns to the EMT job, says somebody should probably call Rita even though she's on a run. Frank's after Sean, he's kind of stalking him a little bit, are waiting for him to go to places. Rita tells Ian he can't work there anymore. He can't work here. And then, Ian goes off about his application, like you can't discriminate, you can't do this, you can't do that. And he's like, and then the other employees actually refuse to take a call unless Ian gets to go with them. So Rita says, go on and go. Ian is an EMT again. Fiona makes Sean practice dancing without music at a little after dinner time. Frank breaks into the back office at Patsy's. Lip's throwing up in the bathroom before the wedding ceremony. Kev tells Fiona she looks fantastic. Debbie does indeed show up. Fiona tells Debbie, thank you. She says she didn't do it for for Fiona. She wanted Franny to be in the wedding pictures. I think Debbie actually did it because she didn't want to feel guilty, but she just said that she wanted Franny to be in the pictures. Or Francis. Ian looks confused, seeing Kev, V, and Svetlana interact with each other. And then Frank does show up at the wedding to walk Fiona down. Well, he's insisting on walking her down. He says he's going to fucking walk her down the aisle. Sean calls Frank a massive fuck up, and then Frank calls Sean a dope fiend. He mentions the little box that he keeps his drugs in at the office at Patsy's, and Frank says that Sean is a junkie through and through. Kev calls Frank a fucking asshole. Frank says at least he's an honest asshole, and then Lip just decks Frank. Lip tells Debbie it was a good call showing up today. Family is family. Lip says that Debbie is a good mother. She tells Lip she doesn't want him to end up like Frank, because Lip is going down a dark road here. Sean tells Fiona he's sorry. He says he's been using again for 2 months. He says it just takes the edge off. He's going to go with his son now. He tells Fiona he has to go. He tells Fiona to take care of herself. And Ewing's takes Lip to, I'm guessing, is like a rehab place. Ewing's is paying for it. He'll be back to pick him up in 30 days. Get your ass out of my car. And that's what ends the episode and the season, as Lip is just kind of looking at this building. So I thought the finale, from memory, was a little bit better. It's still a good finale, but it's kind of, I don't know, it's not as good as the other finales that they've had. I'll score the episode an 8.6 out of 10. My male character of the episode is going to be Ian, for what he told Rita about the application and just how determined he was to get that job back after everything else was just a no-go for him. And then I'll give Fiona the female character of the episode, although Debbie may have some say in that, but Fiona, it's Fiona. So you've heard everything that I have to say. I liked season 6 in general. I really like the stuff with Lip and his professor teacher, which I'm drawing a blank on her name now, Helene. I love that stuff, and that was introduced in this season of Shameless, and all in all, it was good. Sean as a character kind of annoys the crap out of me, and I know we see Sean at least one more time. I think it's in season 8, though. So you've heard everything that I have to say. Now it's your turn. If you're a fan of Shameless and you want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, please go ahead and Hulk smash that like button. Share the video with anybody you know. Put this video on any one of your social media platforms. Don't forget to sound off in the comment section about what your thoughts are on this episode of Shameless. What would you score it? Who would be your male and who would be your female character of the episode? Click right here for my Shameless series finale rant video, assuming you've seen every episode of Shameless. And last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button. You're watching the video anyway. Subscribe to the channel, join the team, show your damn support, and be a person who's special. And JDev will return.